In this video, we are going to make together a very easy and effective antibiotic, an antiviral syrup. We are preparing a very simple antiviral, antimicrobial syrup that you can use for parasites, bacteria, and viruses. It is also really good if you are coughing. To make our syrup, we are gonna use 1 to 2 lemon or lime, 1 head of garlic, 1 to 2 teaspoons of ginger, 3 tablespoons honey, and 1/4 cup of water. So the first thing we are gonna do is cutting the garlic because it has to be sitting for 10 minutes while we prepare the other ingredients. So we are gonna use a whole head of garlic with the small cloves, small size cloves. So why garlic? Garlic is the second root, I would say, that is considered the best superfood of the planet after turmeric. And garlic is really good because it's really rich in flavonoids and also in sulfur compounds. So one of the most important sulfur compounds is allicin. Allicin has been shown to be really good for fighting cancer because is able to induce apoptosis and cell death in cancer cells. Also really good for balancing blood pressure. It's a really good blood thinner as well. And it has antimicrobial properties because it's able to block receptors like, for example, the ACE2 receptor that some viruses are using to enter the cells and attack the lung cells. So this is what is making garlic so amazing. So what we are gonna do is using raw garlic. We are not gonna cook it because as soon as we cook the garlic, we completely deplete it from allicin. Allicin is really volatile and really unstable. So as soon as we cook the garlic, we completely change the conformation and then we lose it in our food. So we lose the antimicrobial properties. So in order to increase the exposure of the allicin when we eat it, we have to crush it like this. We peel it and then we are gonna do that with every single head of garlic. So don't buy garlic that is already on a package, peeled, crushed in oil or water because probably has already lost all the allicin in there, which is the antimicrobial property. So you need to buy the garlic in the dry raw form, and you don't need to keep it refrigerated. Usually dry garlic can be kept in the countertop. So we are just gonna chop it. Oh, this smells strong. So the smell of the garlic is because of the sulfur compounds, and it's why it's giving such a strong smell and people don't really like eating it because it's really volatile. So as soon as we put it in the body, we can really feel it and already it smells. Alright, so we have crushed and cut our garlic and we are gonna leave it sitting here for 10 minutes while we are preparing the other ingredients. The 10 minutes are increasing the bioavailability of the allicin in the garlic. So the next ingredient that we are gonna use is lemon or lime or both. We are gonna use 1/4 to 1/2 cup of blended lemon or lime. We are not going to use only the juice, we are using the whole fruit. So why is that? Is because the juice is really rich in vitamin C, which is important for boosting immunity. However, it has been shown that the peel, the white part, not the green or the yellow, is really rich in hesperidin. And hesperidin is a flavonone that the plant is using for antimicrobial effect. It's a natural pesticide, we can call it like that. So it's a really good antimicrobial as well, not just for boosting immunity, and it's also anti-inflammatory. So we are gonna use the whole fruit. So I'm gonna use, in this case, limes. For 1/4 to 1/2 cup, I'm gonna use 2 small limes. So I'm gonna add them to the blender, the whole thing in there. And then we're gonna blend it with 1/4 cup of water. And I'm gonna add the honey as well. Why we do use honey? Honey is an amazing also antimicrobial, antibacterial. You have a skin infection, you can put it topically, you can take it internally. It's really good for SIBO if you are taking Manuka honey. But the most important here, we don't need Manuka honey. The most important is that it's raw and processed and local. So why local? Is because the bees from the area where you live took the pollen from the local flowers, and they took it, and some of the antigens from those flowers are gonna go in the honey. So when you take it, it's a really good way to generate memory in your body. It's a really good remedy to prevent seasonal allergies. So we are gonna use it for the antimicrobial properties. Now we have all the ingredients all together, and we are just gonna blend it all. So we have our juice all done. We're gonna pour the juice in a glass container where we are gonna store it. So after we have our juice with the honey, the lime or the lemon and the water, we are gonna add my other favorite ingredient, which is ginger. Ginger together with turmeric is another amazing root in the planet for decreasing inflammation, because it's really rich in gingerol. Gingerol is the active compound that helps decreasing inflammation. And we are gonna add about a piece like this, that probably is like 1 tablespoon of ginger or 1.5 tablespoons of ginger when you chop it. So we are gonna peel it first. You don't wanna kill yourself with the peeler. The trick is to use a spoon like this. That's how I always usually peel the ginger. And because it's an organic ginger, we don't have to be perfect. Ginger is not only good for decreasing inflammation, but it's also really good to aid digestion. If you have heavy digestions after you eat, you can drink a ginger tea and decreases the nausea. Or to open appetite and start releasing the enzymes and the acids to do the digestion before you put the food in your mouth, you can also chop a little bit of ginger and chew it. And that is activating the release of the enzymes and the acids to the digestion, so the food is gonna be sitting much better in your digestive system. We are gonna just slice it. You could blend it if you want to with the lemon and the honey as well, but maybe it's a little bit strong. So we are just gonna chop it. We are gonna mix it with our juice in there. This is a little bit more than 1 tablespoon. I would say it's 1.5. We are gonna put it there, so it's gonna release the juices, the gingerol, all the properties in there in the juice. And now, after 10 minutes that the garlic has been sitting, it's time to add it as well in there. I'm gonna mix it. We're gonna leave our syrup or paste sitting for a few hours at room temperature. The more you leave it, the more the allicin is gonna be released with the rest of the ingredients, and then you can keep it in the refrigerator and take 1 teaspoon a day. Since we are using the white part of the lemon or the lime, probably you are gonna feel it's a little bit bitter because you are not used to, so you can add more honey accordingly to your taste. If you are taking any blood thinner medications or you tend to bleed easily, because garlic is also really good as a blood thinner, but if you are taking other medications, it's better not to take it. If you are pregnant, don't take it in very high concentrations as well. Or if you do suffer from severe IBS or gastrointestinal issues, may cause you nausea, diarrhea, constipation, heartburn, reflux, a lot of discomfort. If you suffer from an ulcer, don't take it. Raw garlic can be really harmful for you. Or if you are sensitive to FODMAPS, because garlic has FODMAPS. Those are carbohydrates that some people are not able to digest, so they get fermented by the yeast and the bacteria in our gut, so it's why we may get gassy. So if you suffer from any of those conditions, don't take this syrup. But otherwise, to prevent getting infected, or if you are under the weather with any virus or bacteria, take 1 teaspoon a day. And if you want to get more healthy recipes like this one, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and go to the next recipe.